Welcome to another episode of Dynamic Diecasters, where this week we're going to continue our Star Wars Build Your Own X-Wing edition, I guess you can call it. And we're going to be working on stages 17 through 20 this week. And when we get back, we'll go ahead and start on stage 17. Welcome back. Like I said before the break, we're going to go ahead and work on start working on stage 17. Which this stage is related to the upper starboard wing. So it'll be basically the underside of the upper wing on the right side. And then we'll have the engine cover and two edging strips that fit into the recess underneath the mounting for the sublight engine. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and open up the bag for the stage, and we'll go ahead and get started on the build. A lot of these stages don't look like they'll take very long, so I don't know if I'll have to time lapse this or not, but I'll kind of play it by ear, I guess. So with that being said, we've got the lower skin right here. Then we've got in this bag, we've got two edging strips like I explained before, and they're the outer edging strips if I can get them out of the bag. There's one that's flat with little pegs on it, and then there's a rounded one with a couple of pins on it. And then lastly, there's an engine cover. And then we've got 4 XW02 screws. I don't see this taking all that long, so I'm probably just going to run through the stage. There's more steps, so I might actually time lapse this. Yeah. There's 26 steps, so I'll go ahead and time lapse it. So I'll see you in a few minutes after we complete the build. And I'll show you what we did when we get back. See you in a few. And that's it for stage 17. So we basically we added the outside strips here. We added the engine cover right here, and then we mounted the laser cannon on the end of the wing, and then we put the lower panel of the wing in right here. So this is the current build. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll show you. You probably saw it in the time lapse, but I'll show you. It lit up, so it'll show you that the connection's still working for the lights. So I plugged them in and mounted them, and it's still working on the end right here, so you can still see that the cannon's lighting up. So with that being said, we'll go ahead. That's the end of this stage. We'll go ahead and move on to stage 18. Stage 18 is related to the cockpit, I believe, and I think it's just the glass portion of the cockpit panel. So this one I actually probably will not have to time lapse, as there's only the piece of they're called glazing panels. So I'll go ahead and pull that out of the box, and we'll go ahead and start this stage, because like I said, this literally should take a couple of minutes at most. And they're actually just sitting in here. I thought they were covered up, but they're not. So this is the forward glazing panel right here, and then this is the rear glazing panel. So there's 5 steps in this stage. So first we take the canopy, the cockpit canopy that we assembled all the way back in stage 1, and then we take the forward panel. Stage 2 is we gently spring the sides of the glazing between the side frames of the canopy and press the small holes onto the locating pin. So at the top of this, there's small holes in the top of the plastic piece, and there's small holes on the top of the canopy. So they just should pop right into them, which seems like they are, but the bottoms went in easily. The top ones are giving me problems. They don't want to pop in as easy. Did they pop in? I can't tell. They look like they did, but or that one's went in. Maybe I just have to. Actually, that one's in too. Okay. So that part's done. And it says step 3 is make sure the pins in all 4 corners fit the holes, which that's what I just did. And we take the rear panel and do it the same way. So there's little slots for where the hinges are at, and then there's 4 holes in the back of that panel. So we'll go ahead and do the same thing with that one. Those two feel like they've popped in. Yeah, that one went, and so did that one. And there we go. So that one is in now. So that's pretty much the end of stage 18. We just had to pop the panels into the cockpit. So now it looks like there's glass on the cockpit. Well, that was pretty easy. So now we'll move on to stage 19. And then stage 19 is the lower port laser cannon, which will probably, I don't know, I'll play this one by ear too. There's 5 pieces, but if it's like the previous laser cannon, I only did things with a couple of the pieces in this stage, and the rest of it I actually did in the stage after this one. So we may not time lapse this one either. There's 7 pieces in this stage as well. So first one being the laser cannon housing outer half. Then we got the laser cannon side tubes, the laser cannon tube, the laser cannon jacket, the laser cannon shoulder. Then we've got the side detail of the laser cannon and the rear end cap. So if you guys remember, I can't remember exactly what stage it was. It might have been 2, but this is exactly how almost identical to the way the other laser cannon was assembled. So first step is it says take these 3 parts and push the thicker end into the jacket, which I'm gonna make it easy. There we go. And then it says make sure it's seated all the way in, which I did, and then fit the laser cannon tube over that. So there's that. And that's all the way through stage 5. Then we'll take these 3 pieces, or 4 pieces. In the side tube, we take the detail, and it fits in this little notch on the end of the tube. It looks like it goes this way. And then on the laser cannon, there's a notch and a pinhole which will match the side tube. So you literally just take that and push it into that. So we're already to stage 10, and that was pretty much it for the stage. We hold this until we actually assemble the laser cannon, which I think we're doing in stage 20. So that was it for stage 19. So basically you saw what we did. We installed the tube, or we put together the tube and the detail on the side of the laser cannon. And we kept all three parts basically apart for now. With that, we'll go ahead and move on to stage 20. This is going to be a very fast episode, which I thought it would based on what I looked at, but they've surprised me in the past. This one I will time phase though. There's a lot more parts, and it looks like we're going to complete the build of the lower port laser cannon. At least for the most part, because even in this one, this has the fiber optics and stuff like and the LED bulbs like the previous laser cannon build. So we'll just go through the parts, and then we'll complete the build for today. And conclude the episode, obviously, because this is the final stage of the day. Yeah, I definitely will time phase this one because it's going to take a little longer than I want to hold you guys to at this point. I learned my lesson the last time. So first couple we're going to look at is the rear generator outer half and the rear laser generator inner half. Then we've got the rear laser generator right here. And we've got the laser generator union, which is this piece. Then we've got looks like the forward laser generator outer half, which is this piece. And the inner half is this piece. Then we've got the LED that you've seen customarily in the rest of them. And then we've got the forward laser generator end cap. And then we've got other pieces for the laser piece itself. So we've got the laser cannon suppressor mount halves. We've got the flashback suppressor for the laser cannon. So if you guys saw the episode where I assembled the other one, these are pretty much the same exact parts. So the laser cannon emitter. And then we've got the laser cannon tip, which that'll be interesting because I didn't see that part. I'm going to have to look to see if it was actually in the bag, because I would have thought that would have been in its own bag. Then we've got the fiber optic, which is this piece right here. We've got the laser cannon front end cap right here, and then we've got the laser cannon housing inner half. With that being said, we'll go ahead and get started on the build, and when we come back, I'll show you the completed stage. See you in a few minutes. And that was it for stage 20. So just like I thought, we assembled the other cannon. So here's the completed product. Can't really show you everything else. You saw that in the time lapse, but we basically put everything in here, the generators and everything. Assemble the tubes all the way to the end. But what I can show you is that the lighting is working. So I'll plug it into the battery box and show you. You should be able to pick that up on camera, hopefully. But you can see the end is lit up and there's lights coming out of down here. So with that being said, we completed the wing, this portion of the cockpit, and the cannon in this episode. So if you like what you're seeing, go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, and you'll continue to see these epic builds on the channel. The next episode will be another X-Wing build, so it'll be stages 21 through 24. Yeah. So, and like I said, go ahead and ring that bell also if you want to get notified when I put these out. So for all of us at the Heart of Geek, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dynamic Diecasters, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.